Alright, in this screencast I'm going to show you how to simplify an element and show you some advanced techniques to use within Elementor to do that. So in this case, when I look at this page and how it's been built, this is an intersection. You see that? It's an intersection. Hard for me to say. So anyway, we've got this right here and you've got some text inside this and it looks like, okay, you've wanted to create a little box with a background around it. And so there's a better way to do this. Let's actually pull this text editor widget. Let's pull it out, and we're going to do a couple of things. I'm actually going to get rid of that widget, the intersection. And now let's select this guy, and I'm going to do a couple of things. Let's see. We could leave that as bold and italic, but to simplify things, I'm going to actually remove it there. I'm going to remove the bold and italics there, and I'm going to style it under typography. Since we've already done some styling here, let's go ahead and continue. So we'll make it bold, and we'll change the style to italic. This is just sort of keeping things all in the same place. Now, here's the next thing we can do. We can actually set the background for this guy. And I'm going to pull my browser over a little bit so that you can see without my little video controls over there. All right, so here we go. Let's set our background color. We're going to make it just like we had it originally. So set that to that. Now, I notice my margins and padding, they look a little wonky. So let's check. Yep. So originally, when you set this up, looks like you put some margin and padding in here. Now, I bet we would benefit from about a 10 pixel. Yeah, 10 pixels all the way around. Now, here's one thing I noticed. 10 pixels all the way around. I could change it to where the bottom one is less. But really what it is I don't need a bottom margin on this text right here. And so I want to get rid of that bottom margin, and here's how you do that. I'm just going to say, now let me make sure, let's see, that's going to be, yeah, it's just going to be a regular paragraph, so I can address that paragraph in my CSS. I'm going to use my magic selector that's available in Elementor Pro, and you type selector, and that's going to apply all of the CSS classes in order to properly address anything inside my widget. And so in this case, I want to address the paragraph tag. So selector P. So selector is a special Elementor thing. P is the actual HTML tag for that paragraph. We'll say margin bottom. We'll set it to 0, and there you go. So now when I set padding and things like that, it's going to apply uniformly around this thing. Now let's go back and change the color of this text. Text color, set it to white. Now let's check our border, and let's add a border radius, maybe like 10 pixels. There we go. Rounded corners. So yeah, I mean, that's a good one right there. Other things we can do, now that we're using this for their background, I mean, if we wanted to, we could change it to a gradient, but I think for right now, let's keep it simple. We'll go with that. And so there you have it. We took this out of an intersection, pulled out just the paragraph itself, so now it lives just right in the same section as everything else. That's going to reduce the underlying HTML, make things cleaner from that perspective, a little bit less overhead to load the page and render it in a browser, and we've applied all of our styling to the actual text editor element itself. So anyway, hope that shows you a way to simplify things and take control over your elements and widgets here in Elementor. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.